Hey y'all, it's me. Stop, drop, and roll on. Oh Lord, my glasses is so dirty. You know, it's kind of like it's ridiculous in a way because the truth of the matter is, when your glasses is this dirty, you could probably mistake yourself for having a cataract. Seriously, and ain't nothing wrong with you. Your vision is 20/20. Well, it wouldn't be 20/20 because you wouldn't be needing to wear glasses. But your vision could be a whole lot better than you think it is. But then you sitting up here thinking something's going on with you, and it ain't. Kind of like when we was growing up. That's much better. Bubby, I don't know. I think Bubby played real hard or something like that, and every night he would have this, like where his eyelashes would get matted, and we have long lashes. I think my nephew's lashes is like actually the longest, and I know Bubby's first wife used to call us llamas. That ain't funny. And when she said it the first time, I got flat out offended, and I was like, "What did you just say?" She's talking about, y'all got eyelashes like llamas. Who says that when they trying to fit into a family? She did. That's not why they not still married. I'm just saying that was one of the many atrocities that we had to deal with. But back to the eyelashes. Bubby's eyelashes was real long, and he would just like sleep hard. The boy just slept so hard when we was little, and me and Sissy would be just like thinking up stuff to do to him. We were kind of like, I won't say we was bad sisters, but when he was little, it was kind of good to torment him because it was like a 6-year age difference with her, and from him and her. And the crazy part is that me and her, she would be coming out of one stage and I would be going in it. So any opportunity for me to like side with her and, get to be her bestie and stuff like that, I jumped and pounced on it. So we could find a common ground to torment Bubby, and we did it on the regular. We did. Where we lived at, you could kind of like leave the windows and stuff open. And I remember one night, one instinct, Bubby he was bad and scary at the same time. Now, I don't know how you do them two things. It's kind of like, you know what? The devil is bad in his mind, and he's scary too. Because, to be honest, if he wouldn't be doing all this trash and stuff that he's doing at present time, because he don't want to be in hell by himself. So he's kind of showing out and doing a whole bunch of stuff. But, he just needs to understand he's already defeated. That's that. You seal your fate when you start doing all that I will, I shall, and all of that, and then got busted and kicked out. That you should have thought about that. But anyway, hey, Bubby would sleep so hard, and his little eyelashes would get matted together. And about 3 times a week, Bubby was blind. He wasn't really blind. It was just that his eyelashes would be so matted together that he would wake up and he couldn't open his eyes, and he'd just be in there in his room just screaming. And then me and Sissy shared a room, and we'd be just like this. And I'm telling you, I can't say it was Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. It was just 3 times a week we could count on Bubby having temporary blindness. And then to give Mama a break, sometimes we would just go in there and get the towel and take it in there. Because the remedy wasn't nothing but a warm towel. Loosen all that crud up. Probably wasn't nothing but badness trying to seep out through his eyes. Because that boy was he was a boy. I mean, considering now, what like boys to be. He was actually just a regular boy. But to us, he was just trouble and badness and craziness and sprinklinism all balled up into one little being. And so he would, like I said, have his little issues. So that's the bunny trail, I guess, for the day about dirty glasses and all that kind of stuff. Y'all, the ornaments were a hit. I want y'all to know. I have been getting responses back from the folks that got ornaments for Christmas. Y'all, I showed y'all the ornament collection. And there was some additional ones added to it. The two that I had slated to be sent off to the maestro that has left us, I sent them to my nieces, which are her daughters. And I put a note in there and explained to them that who they were originally for, and everything. And I was splitting them up, and there you go. But I got a call today from my aunt that lives in they live in Manassas, and she was just like, she thought that hers was hilarious, and I'm just like, I thought all of them was pretty crazy myself. And so that was a good deal. Now I'm prepping, which is something I have been doing, but I got to kind of throw it off a little bit. Usually by now I ain't even thinking about the next year. It's already a done deal. I'm already working on next year's situations. And y'all can see my Asian influence has come over into my coffee connoisseurism situation. This is the coffee of the day, du jour. Little bitty old thing, y'all see? And it's ceramic, so it kind of keeps the thing kind of warmish, hot kind of way. And here's the little, they do small amounts. We really do need to learn how to take care of our situations and stop eating and drinking so much. And it has a little design on it. It ain't nothing, hey, here we go. Cheers, coffee. But usually by now, I would already be, smooth sailing and all that for the next year. And I'm not adding to or taking away from today. It's just the way I do. But this friend of mine, I have known her for, oh man, probably about 6-7 years now going. And she has a syndrome. And so it's kind of weird when she and I go out. It's kind of like, have y'all seen that Nespresso commercial with George Clooney and Danny DeVito on it? That's what it looked like when we go out. I'm George Clooney. Not really, but yeah. And she's short in stature like that. She has a syndrome, and I ain't going to get all off into all her business and stuff like that. I got a syndrome too. My syndrome is fat. But, and I'm not laughing about being fat. I can talk about it because I'm talking about myself, and I know that that's what it is, right? But I'm going to be like that for forever. I do know that. Oh, Lord. So, anyway, she sent me some questions. And I was telling, me and my mom were talking this morning, and I was telling her, I said, Mama, these questions are just perfect. It's 20 of them. And she sent them to me, and when I read them, I was like, you know what? If it was ever a group of questions that kind of hit every mark, I cannot think of them right this minute. I don't know where she got it from, but I do know that if y'all want to know what these questions are, let me know. Let me know, because I'll take the time out to type them in the subscription, in a description box, and read them off and just do a separate video and just type them. Some of them get a little, I won't say they're really personal, because this is what I envision. But it's just this year, the last 7 months of it, 6 months of it, to be totally honest, have kind of, got me off my usual axis. And so normally, the way I look at this is I would have had some people that I wouldn't mind just like talking to or something. It would probably be family more so. and a couple friends that I would be open to this type of discussion with. Yeah. And these questions, y'all, I'm telling you, it hits every aspect of a person, really and truly. And so I'm thinking, my perfect scenario would have been to have something on New Year's Day at a set time between X and X, and where everybody purposely prior to had a copy of the questions, and you could just sit down and talk about, we'll round table on the questions, and then you decide whether or not, if it's something you need to pass on because it's too personal, then respect comes into play, and we just give you a pass. You can't pass on everything. You're not, like I said before, I don't do voyeuristic stuff. You coming in, you gonna participate. And it ain't gonna be just crazy participation. We gonna do some stuff that makes sense. But she sent me that, and she always is sending me something in the mail, email or something like that, or she'll text me, and I'm gonna have to send that. I'm gonna have to send her something, because these 20 questions just kind of sat me down. And like I said, down in the box below, if y'all want me to do the 20 questions, I will do that for y'all. I am not really sure that I'll be back on here before the new year. Not really sure. But I will say that I want to tell everybody to have a happy, prosperous new year. A nothing missing, nothing broken new year, which means peace. And even in situations where you in your own personal natural mind can't see peace, know that it exists. A lot of times we can't. Sometimes things are really present and we cannot see it because we're focusing on the chaotic part of stuff, or the things that are not so lovely and not so pure and not so, things that we need to be thinking on. And even the word tells us that, those are things that we're supposed to, not try to, that we're supposed to be focusing on. What's lovely and what's pure and things of a good report and all those type of things. That's the stuff we're supposed to be thinking about. But it is, as a human, able to, that we have this capacity to, for some reason, want to hone in on that thing that's not so wholesome. While all the good over here is going on, there's always some good going on, even when there's some raggedy going on. And I have been practicing intentionally, understanding that the ugly is going to occur. And I have been practicing that before any of these latest mishaps and all this other mess kind of came into being. And just realizing that, used to be, I think it was a Kia commercial that had them rats on it. One of them rats got in trouble about work comp fraud. Where it say you can go with this or you can go with that. I'm going with that. Because this, to me, symbolizes what I'm looking at and able to see in the natural. But that is where it is really at for real. That, to me, in my mind, how I say, look at this. This is always the natural. That's right there, what you can see. But we have to remember that all of the stuff that we can see is subject to change. Not meaning it might change, meaning when something is subject to something, it has to bow down to it. It has the ability to bow down. Like you, the king, and you dubbing something a subject of yours to do X or thus and so. That's how I look at negative situations. They are subject to change. And the thing that is in the wand that allows me to do this and hit that thing that needs to be changed on the head is the word of God. And then my faith in his ability to do the things that he has already said that he has done. It's my job with my faith and my activities to usher that stuff into the natural. Taken care of already. And we really need to understand that and get that down deep in our knower. And it changes the way you act. It changes the way you look at stuff. It has the potential to change the way your life is. So that's my words for 2015. And it's going to carry me into 2016 because my deal is most of the things that I really start, the one thing that has really just kind of hung me is the weight. And I would really, my prayer, my desire, and my goal is to lay that aside this year, this upcoming year. I'm working on it now. I got an arsenal that I'll be sharing with y'all. I'm not talking about them DVDs. I'm talking about some stuff. And my hope is to share. You know, I don't want to be tight-lipped. I can't be the only person. You know, the whole idea is when you know something, then is to share it, you know, with people and help somebody else. That's what we're here for. Drag somebody, pull somebody along. Most of the time, I'm not talking about drag you kicking and screaming because you don't want to. I'm talking about drag you because right that minute you can't stand, but as you get pulled and you whatever, then you're able to stand up on your own and go and do what you need to do. It happened for me. Somebody did it for me. And people still have to do it for me. Depending on what the situation and circumstance is. That is all I got, y'all. I'm going to shut my mouth. I'm going to drink this last little tablespoon of coffee I got. This cup only holds about a tablespoon. Well, I said that's an exaggeration. But anyway, y'all have a good one. Happy New Year. Toodles.